But first tonight, the Christian couple from Liverpool accused of abusing a Muslim woman have had the case against them thrown out. Ben and Sharon Vogelenzang were charged with insulting Erika Tazi at their hotel for wearing a traditional Muslim headscarf or hijab.
The judge said the prosecution hadn't proved their case. The couple's supporters say people should be allowed to express religious differences. Well, our Merseyside reporter Andy Gill is outside the hotel where all of this happened. First of all, Andy, just explain why the judge chose to throw the case out.
Well, first of all, there was applause as Mr and Mrs Vogelenzang came out of the court, applause from their supporters. That had happened inside the court as well. And the couple kissed in the dock when they learned that the case against them had been dismissed. You'll recall that a Muslim guest called Erika had been here at the hotel, and Erika Tazi, and she said she'd been abused because she was wearing the traditional Muslim dress. Now, in court, she said that she'd asked the Vogelenzangs if they'd rather she wore clothes which displayed her chest and her backside. But the District Judge Richard Clancy said the evidence was that Miss Tazi had in fact used much coarser language than that, and that didn't quite form the same religious view as had been presented to him in the dock. He said the prosecution had not proved their case, and he dismissed it.
So the judge also said that it had taken too long for this case to come to court. Why was that?
That's right. This is a criminal case where the maximum punishment you can get is a fine. But the judge said it had taken 4 months for the couple to be interviewed, and he said this was an inordinate length of time. But the Crown Prosecution Service have said we were satisfied that there was sufficient evidence for a realistic prospect of conviction that a religiously aggravated offence should be charged. In considering the public interest factors in favour of a prosecution, we took into account the impact of the incident had on the victim.
And the couple's supporters say it is an important decision for freedom of speech. What are they saying in detail?
Well, they're saying that you can have a robust religious discussion about differences, but that's not the same as committing a criminal offence.
That increasingly in our society we're confusing disagreement with hatred. And there are those who would say that anybody having a disagreement is somehow hating and intolerant. And I think Christians are particularly targeted that way. Now, Christians have got strong views, and other people have got strong views too, but just because Christians do, and just because they express them, doesn't mean that they've committed a crime.
Well, the couple are back in the hotel here now, and obviously they're thrilled to have the case against them thrown out.
We are delighted to have been found innocent of any crime. It has been a very difficult 9 months, and we are looking forward to rebuilding our business and getting on with our lives. And as Christmas approaches, we wish everybody peace and goodwill.
Well, they say they've lost 80% of their custom here since all this began. Clearly they're hoping now to get their lives back on track.
Andy Gill in